Shiloh?
You know him?
I own him. He run off, but he's still my property.
Well, hunky-dory. Guarded by your own slave.
Shiloh. Shiloh. Boy.
Rock Island Prison, 1864. I thought that this was absolutely amazing. It was something, this is my own country, and like I have studied the Civil War, and I had no idea about this, and I absolutely loved the film because it educated me on something that I, like I said, had no idea about previously to this. And the prison, the history is, it's almost mind-boggling, the situations that these warriors, that these soldiers found themselves in, from their, you know, early life of experience of being slaves, of fighting for freedom, of gaining the freedom, of becoming a part of this war to fight for everybody's freedom, and then to be put into the situation where you are now guarding the people that are actively trying, not only took away your freedom, but are actively trying to take it back. And like I said, it's almost just mind-boggling to try, and I could never. It is one of those things that I can think about it as much as I want. I can watch something that does a great job of, you know, conveying the emotions that go on, but it is, simply speaking, something that I will never truly understand. And I think that this film did such a great job using, you know, emotion and the way it was written and the intensity of it to get as close as you could to, you know, trying to convey that to an audience of people. And like I said, I thought that this was really well done. I really enjoyed learning about it. I thought it was a great movie, and I felt like you got the full entire story in just, you know, this short amount of time, which I think is excellent storytelling. And when you can convey as much as they were able to with, you know, having an emotional journey, being able to follow an emotional journey, and all of the complicated history and the complicated emotions that were involved, being able to portray that in such a short amount of time, I think, like I said, is excellent storytelling, and I think they did a great job.
I don't think I'd ever heard about the Rock Island Infantry. This is probably something that needs to be taught more about in school, because we hear about the Union and Confederacy, but we don't really hear a lot about the people who fought the war. And this seems like an important part of it, that freed slaves, or slaves were getting their freedom by joining the Union Army. This story about a man standing up for himself, a former slave. I don't think I ever heard his name, but this man standing up for himself to his former master resonates throughout so many films. It even resonates through people who are still bullied, where they could connect to this time period, because he was finally able to do what so many people aren't able to do, and it's because he had the help of his fellow soldiers. It's remarkable that it was able to happen at all. But it is a hidden part of history that needs to be told more, which has made this a great film, a great starting point just to bring awareness to this short time of history.
This film is called Rock Island Prison, 1864. Wow, what an incredibly moving film. What sets it apart for me was the passionate narrative, a story of justice and freedom. I was brought to tears by the performance of the lead, so riveting. The film was enhanced with actual historical photos and dates and details to inform the viewer. The editing and direction were excellent, and the high-energy soundtrack with a military style of drum and rhythm was perfect for the film. This is such an important piece. I would love to see more work from this talented group. Great job.